Forward to existence. Genesis of terra firma. Imagine this. Countless eons in the past, amidst the boundless realms of the cosmos, our planet Earth commenced its solidification, emerging from a gathering of ancient cosmic dust and heavenly remnants. This was a celestial performance, an elaborate choreography of creation that was responsible for the birth of the planet we currently inhabit. As Earth began to take shape, its atmosphere was a violent swirl of fundamental forces, orchestrating a tumultuous performance that contrasted the calm elegance of our current skies. And the oceans, those enormous bodies of water teeming with life that would become the womb of all existence, were yet to form. Their genesis was another part of this ongoing celestial extravaganza. At the epicenter of this cosmic turmoil, Earth was created. In its preliminary stages, it was a spinning mass within the seemingly infinite silent vacuum of the universe. A fiery rock-hard orb, the budding Earth was covered with seas of molten lava and shrouded in a thick blanket of powerful gases. However, the birth of Earth was not an isolated occurrence in the grand cosmic plan. Instead, it was merely a piece of a larger puzzle. Earth was a fresh member of an expanding family, our solar system. The same celestial performance that birthed our planet also breathed life into our sun and its sister planets, all rotating in harmony around a common gravitational core. Gravity, the unseen craftsman of our universe, played a pivotal role in the formation and ongoing metamorphosis of these celestial bodies. As a cosmic carver, gravity smoothed out imperfections and shaped the spherical bodies we have become so accustomed to. Amidst all this, Earth found itself in a distinct position, neither too close to the sun to risk incineration, nor too far to risk becoming a frozen, lifeless stone. This just right region, as we call it today, was the perfect spot for Earth. Coupled with a firm, rocky crust, the existence of water and a shielding atmosphere, this fortunate placement resulted in a unique set of conditions vital for life to germinate. It presented an exact equilibrium of circumstances required for the initial spark of life to be kindled. Over innumerable millennia, life sprouted, diversified, and matured. From the most basic unicellular organisms to intricate, multicellular beings. From the earliest primitive life forms that crawled from the ocean depths to those that soared into the skies, life on Earth blossomed. And thus, here we stand today on this azure globe, a living testament to the awe-inspiring celestial performance of dust and gas that birthed our world. We are witnesses to the might of nature, the might of creation, and the might of the universe. Our existence attests to the truth that life, in all its intricacy and variety, is the outcome of an everlasting celestial performance that commenced billions of in the aftermath of the Cosmic Ballet. With the newly formed Earth starting to cool down, a significant transformation was about to unfold. The Earth, initially a hot, dry, and barren sphere, was on the precipice of a metamorphosis that would eventually define it as the only known planet capable of sustaining life. The early Earth's atmosphere was dense with water vapor, a byproduct of the intense volcanic activity that typified its fierce beginnings. As the planet cooled, this water vapor began to condense and transform, forming droplets that accumulated in the atmosphere. This process, known as condensation, paved the way for one of the most defining moments in Earth's history, the birth of oceans. Imagine, if you can, a world enveloped by dense, ominous clouds laden with moisture. A world where the sky is not a serene blue but a deep, tumultuous gray. A world on the cusp of a transformation unparalleled in its history. This was the early Earth, a world anticipating the arrival of water. As the condensed water droplets increased in size, they became too weighty to remain suspended in the atmosphere. They began their descent, initially as a light drizzle, then a steady downpour, and finally, as a cataclysmic deluge. This was not a rain shower as we know it today. Instead, it was a persistent, continuous barrage of rain that lasted for millennia. The rains fell. They started to fill the depressions and valleys on Earth's surface, giving birth to the first bodies of water. Over time, these rudimentary bodies of water expanded in size and depth, eventually forming the expansive oceans we're familiar with today. These oceans were not merely bodies of water, they were the birthplace of possibilities, providing the ideal conditions for life to emerge. The birth of oceans was indeed a pivotal moment in Earth's history. For the first time, the conditions were perfect for the emergence of life. The ocean served as a stable, nurturing environment where the fundamental building blocks of life could amalgamate and form complex molecules. These molecules, in turn, evolved to form the first living organisms, signifying the advent of life on. As the oceans continued to develop, so did the life within them. Over billions of years, life diversified and adapted, culminating in the diverse spectrum of life we witness today. From the smallest microorganisms to the largest marine mammals, every form of life is indebted to the oceans. So the next time you stand by the ocean, take a moment to appreciate its vastness, its depth, its splendor. Remember that the oceans are not just bodies of water. They are the cradle of existence, the backdrop for the greatest epic ever narrated. It's an epic that continues to unfold, a tale that we are all a part of, the narrative of life on Earth. Water, the essential hero of life's genesis. The birth of oceans flagged the emergence of a new stage, where the elixir of life began to grow. As a downpour struck the Earth's surface, filling the gigantic depressions and valleys, water became the hallmark of our planet. Water was more than just a backdrop. It was a protagonist, a platform for the dance of molecules that generated life's first pulsations. Picture, if you will, a scenario where the oceans aren't merely bodies of water, but colossal churning laboratories. Here, in these deep-sea labs, simple compounds commenced a dialogue, spurred on by the unique properties of water. Water, with its unrivaled ability to dissolve a wide range of substances, eased the interaction of these compounds, concocting a rich chemical soup. It was not a random event, but a meticulously arranged dance where each molecule had a dedicated role. As Earth cooled, this molecular performance intensified. Elementary compounds began to form intricate structures, giving rise to a diverse catalog of molecules. During this molecular ballet, a wonder of chemistry occurred. These complex molecules began to replicate themselves, signifying the dawn of life. Water, with its unique properties, played a pivotal role in this process. Its polarity allowed it to facilitate the formation of complex molecules, whilst its ability to moderate temperature provided a stable environment for these molecules to thrive. Remarkably, water's power to act as a solvent created the conditions indispensable for these molecules to interact and react, fostering the birth of life. As these molecules danced in the abyss of the primeval oceans, they began to form the base elements of life. These basic units, in turn, evolved into the first living organisms, heralding the genesis of life on Earth. From these modest origins, life on Earth blossomed, diversified, and acclimatized, leading to the rich diversity of life we observe today. This is an ongoing process, a story in which we are all characters. A tale that traces back its existence to the dance of molecules in the heart of the primeval oceans, a dance orchestrated by water, the pivotal hero of life's genesis. As we plunge deeper into the profound depths of the primordial oceans, the stage is wonderfully arranged for an awe-inspiring transformation. We are standing at the precipice of life's advent, the introduction to the science of life, biology. Here, in the tremendous underwater laboratory, the process of abiogenesis begins to unfold. This term, abiogenesis, represents the ignition of life from non-living entities, a marvel that consistently enthralls scientists and researchers from all corners of the globe. Within the favorable environment of early Earth, relatively simple organic compounds begun their evolution into intricately structured molecules. These molecules, precariously positioned on the edge of life, embodied the potential to spawn something momentous. They were the inaugural notes in life's grand symphony, the initial act in existence's profound drama. As Earth continued to cool and the oceans rhythmically ebbed and flowed, these molecules experienced a series of transformative alterations. Fueled by the raw energy from Earth's geothermal activity and the sun's radiant rays, these molecules formed intricate chains, linking together to create increasingly complex patterns. This process was far from random, but instead a meticulously directed sequence of events, steered by the unyielding laws of chemistry and physics. Amidst this molecular ballet, a miracle took place. These complex molecules began to self-replicate, signifying the very first signs of life. This marked the dawn of biology, the miraculous emergence of life from non-living matter. This process, known as abiogenesis, served as the catalytic spark that lit the fire of life. As these self-replicating molecules proliferated and diversified, they began to form the earliest microscopic life forms. Even though these early life forms were rudimentary, they harbored the potential for every complex and diverse form of life we know today. They were the first living organisms, the trailblazers in the miraculous journey of life. From these modest beginnings, life on Earth embarked on its extraordinary saga. A saga that has beautifully unfolded over billions of years, influencing the planet and its inhabitants in countless ways. A saga that still continues to date as life relentlessly evolves, adapts, and diversifies. So let us voyage further into this fascinating tale, investigating the deepest trenches of our oceans, the towering peaks of our mountains, and the boundless expanses of our universe. As we delve deeper into the narrative of life, we realize that we are all part of this incredible journey. A journey that commenced with the graceful dance of molecules in the depths of the early oceans, a dance that continues to sculpt the world we inhabit today. As we push forward on our cosmic voyage, we find ourselves at an intriguing intersection where the terrestrial realm collides with the extraterrestrial. Here, we delve into the compelling conjecture that the organic molecules, the foundation of life, may trace their roots to regions beyond our home planet. The cosmos, in its grandeur, is teeming with galaxies, stars, nebulae, and comets and asteroids that speed through the void. Far from being mere ice and rock, these celestial voyagers bear within them a treasure trove of organic molecules. These molecules, shaped in the fiery furnaces of distant stars and transported across the universe, may have journeyed to Earth, sowing the seeds of life on our planet. As comets and asteroids collided with the young Earth, they could have deposited these organic molecules, stirring a rich primordial mix. This cosmic concoction may have hastened the process of abiogenesis, providing the necessary components for life to spring into existence. The molecules in question, with potentially interstellar origins, are complex chains of carbon decorated with hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. They can form in the dense and cold molecular clouds that pervade the space between stars. These clouds are breeding grounds for complex molecules, as they provide the perfect conditions for chemical reactions to occur over millions of years. Molecules once thought to be solely the product of life, including amino acids, the building blocks of proteins, have been found in meteorites from space and detected in these interstellar clouds. This theory, known as panspermia, posits that life on may be of interstellar descent. It's a remarkable testament to the interconnectedness of the cosmos, serving as a reminder that we are all woven from star stuff. As Earth cooled and oceans formed, the stage was set for these cosmic seeds to germinate. Deep within the primordial oceans, these organic molecules started to form chains, linking together to create the first rudimentary life forms. This marked the inception of biology, a miracle birthed from the dance of molecules, both of terrestrial and celestial origin. As we probe further into the enigma of life's beginnings, we realize that our story is not confined to our planet only. It is a cosmic tale inscribed in the stars and enacted on the stage of Earth, from the molecular ballet in the primordial waters to the appearance of water itself. This journey transcends the boundaries of the universe. Thus we proceed with our journey, exploring the depths of the oceans, the peaks of mountains, and the boundless expanse of the cosmos. As we uncover more about our beginnings, we understand that we are all participants in this remarkable cosmic ballet. A ballet that commenced with the dance of molecules and continues to mold the world we inhabit today. As we journey from the interstellar origins of organic molecules, we plunge into the nucleus of our own planet, into the churning depths of its primordial soup. Here, in this roiling concoction of elements, the enigma of life began to unravel. The stage was set, the actors were prepared, and the grand opera of life was on the verge of the first act. In this primordial soup, simple, organic molecules started to amalgamate and reconstruct in infinite ways, propelled by the ceaseless energy of the young Earth. These encounters were not a mere game of chance. They represented the initial steps in a cosmic ballet that would ultimately culminate in the creation of life. Amid the tumult of a budding world, the first embryonic life forms began to materialize. These were simple beings, minute entities that bore within them the potential of all life yet emerge. These pioneers of existence were inconspicuous, yet they signified a pivotal moment in the annals of our planet. For the first time, the Earth was no longer merely a spherical mass of rock revolving around a star. It was transformed into a living, breathing entity. These humble life forms heralded a new epoch, the commencement of the biological age. As these organisms multiplied and prospered, they began to reshape the world around them. They exhaled oxygen into the atmosphere, revolutionizing the Earth's chemical composition and laying the groundwork for more sophisticated forms of life. From these modest beginnings, the grand spectacle of evolution began to unfold. It was a gradual process, paced not in years or centuries, but in eons. Over millennia, these elementary life forms grew more complex, evolving into multicellular organisms. Each step in this process was a wonder, a tribute to the indomitable spirit of life to adapt and flourish against all odds. As these organisms advanced, they branched out into a myriad of forms, each more intricate and specialized than its predecessor. This represented the birth of biodiversity, the inauguration of the rich mosaic of life that populates the Earth today. As we progress on our voyage, we will delve deeper into how these early life forms paved the way for the world as we know it. From the emergence of water to the awe-inspiring Saga of Genesis, we will dive into the depths of our planet's history, unraveling the roots of our own existence. This is not just the tale of life on Earth, this is our story, the story of us. As we continue our journey from the birth of life, we now turn our gaze to the next pivotal moment in our planet's history, a moment that changed the course of life forever, the Great Oxygenation event. This was a time of radical change, a time when the Earth's atmosphere underwent a transformation unlike any other. Our microscopic pioneers, the first life forms, were busy converting sunlight and carbon dioxide into food through a process we now know as photosynthesis. But this process had an unintended byproduct: oxygen, a gas that was, at that time, toxic to these early life forms. As these organisms continued to thrive and multiply, they began to churn out oxygen at an unprecedented rate. At first, the oxygen they produced was absorbed by the Earth's oceans and crust. But eventually, these sinks could no longer keep up with the production rate. Oxygen started to leak into the atmosphere, slowly at first, and then in a sudden burst. This was the start of the Great Oxygenation event, a time when the Earth's atmosphere went from virtually no oxygen to the levels we see today. This was not a peaceful transition. The sudden influx of oxygen caused a mass extinction among the anaerobic organisms that had dominated the Earth. It was a cataclysm of epic proportions, a moment when life on Earth almost came to an end. But as we have seen, life is tenacious. It finds a way to survive, to adapt, and to thrive. And so, life did adapt. New organisms evolved, organisms that could not only tolerate oxygen, but thrive in its presence. These were the ancestors of all aerobic life forms, including us. They took over the world, transforming it into a blue planet, a living world. This was a turning point in the history of life on Earth. It marked the end of the Archean Eon and the beginning of the Proterozoic, a time when life became more complex and diverse. It set the stage for the evolution of multicellular life, for the emergence of plants and animals, and ultimately for the advent of human beings. As we move forward in our journey, we will delve into the world of these early aerobic organisms and explore how they created the world we know today. From the advent of water to the incredible Saga of Genesis, we will delve into the depths of our planet's history, exploring the roots of our own existence. This is not just the story of life on Earth, it is the story of us. As the Earth reached maturity, it began to reveal its fiery temperament. Against the canvas of the universe, our planet, akin to a fiery sphere, initiated its metamorphosis. Volcanic eruptions were a common occurrence, painting the nighttime sky with a brilliant exhibition of nature's pyrotechnics. This spectacle was not merely a visual delight, but a crucial part of the Earth's evolution. These volcanoes, serving as a monument to the Earth's unwavering strength and ceaseless energy, erupted with a magnitude that can only be equated to titanic proportions. They belched out an atmosphere dense with water vapor, carbon dioxide, and methane. This was not a familiar, breathable atmosphere, rather a harsh, unstable melange of elements, a disordered symphony that would act as the foundation for the planet's future evolution. The Earth at this time was far from the world we recognize today. It was primal, raw, and capricious, where every passing moment bore witness to nature's formidable power. Amidst these primitive circumstances, these incredibly robust and hostile conditions, the stage was being set for the next remarkable chapter in Earth's formation, the advent of water. As the Earth's surface began to cool down, it set the stage for a major shift. The The water vapor, earlier held captive in the atmosphere, condensed and plummeted in persistent torrents. This was not a typical rain shower. These were torrential downpours of a magnitude akin to biblical flood myths, a deluge powerful enough to reshape the terrain of young Earth. This rain began to fill the expansive basins, the enormous craters and canyons carved by Earth's tumultuous past, filling them to the overflow, creating the very first oceans. This water, a life-sustaining element, was now plentiful, enveloping the majority of the Earth's surface. These deep, churning oceans would become the birthplace of life. Hidden beneath their surface, a world was coming to existence. It was more than just a habitat. It was a perfect ecosystem, a sanctuary where the necessary chemical reactions could take place, where elements could intermingle and react, paving the way for something truly extraordinary: life. From these reactions, complex organic molecules started to form. These were not just simple molecules. These were the very building blocks of life, the seeds from which life would emerge. They triggered the domino effect of life, starting a chain reaction that, once initiated, could not be halted. Over the course of millions of years, these molecules joined and evolved. They learned to adapt, to modify, to grow. Though process, it required immense patience, but the Earth was in no rush. It had all the time in the world. These molecules gave rise to the first single-celled organisms, the initial form of life on Earth. These were unassuming beginnings, a simple start for what would develop into an incredibly diverse and complex array of life forms. Yet it was from these humble origins that life on Earth flourished, diversified, and adapted, leading to the rich tapestry of life we observe today. Primordial life forms evolved over the millennia, adapting to the ever-changing world surrounding them. From these simple organisms sprouted a plethora of life forms, each more diverse and complex than its predecessor. Every living being today, insects, fish, plants, birds, mammals, owes its existence to these first sparks of life. A process that spanned eternity. It was an unending cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Life on Earth is a testament to the resilience of nature, an incredible journey that began of origins. It's a story of survival, of evolution, of adaptation. It's the narrative of life itself, a story that is etched into every rock, every mountain, every river, and every living creature on this planet. Through countless millennia, life has withstood ever-changing, ever-evolving, and ever-adapting. It has weathered the severest of conditions, survived the most cataclysmic events, and endured the test of time. Through all this, life has not only survived, it has flourished. It's from these humble beginnings life on Earth burgeoned, diversified, and adapted, culminating in the rich tapestry of life we witness today. So, let's delve deeper into it. The breathtaking saga of Genesis, the birth of our planet. An awe-inspiring tale that began in the profound depths of the boundless cosmos, from the distant, barely perceptible echoes of the cosmic microwave background to the intricate construction of our very own solar system. Each moment of this astounding saga is an extraordinary testament to the immense forces, both visible and invisible, that have molded our existence. This tale of our planet's genesis is inscribed in each atom, every molecule, and every minute speck of dust that makes up our universe. This saga unfolded in the core of a swirling nebula, a cosmic nursery of epic proportions, where stars are kindled into existence. From within this cosmic churn, a delicate equilibrium of forces fostered the birth of a new star, our very own sun. In its blazing aftermath, the remaining fragments coalesced, solidified, and gradually formed the celestial bodies that make our solar system. Among these heavenly bodies, one stood out: our beautiful home, Earth. From the fiery chaos of its inception, our planet started to cool, forming a crust that eventually led to the manifestation of continents and oceans. Over eons, simple organisms emerged from the primordial broth, harnessing the abundant energy of the sun and the rich resources that Earth had to offer. From this point, life unfolded, adapted from single-celled organisms to complex multicellular life forms, weaving a rich tapestry of existence that is dazzling in its diversity and resilience. As we relentlessly probe the enigmas of our universe, we unearth new truths and expand our comprehension. We've set foot on the moon, dispatched probes to the furthest reaches of our solar system, and gazed into the most remote corners of the universe, all in a quest for answers. Our thirst for knowledge remains unslaked, our curiosity is limitless, and our journey still has many miles to traverse. we extend an invitation to you to join us as we delve further into the captivating trek of our planet's genesis. Every step transports us further back into the annals time, offering glimpses of a past that is both enthralling and illuminating. Each discovery, every revelation brings us one step closer to understanding the intricate weave of our existence. Until we meet again in the next episode, bear in mind that every rock carries a story. Every mountain has a tale to narrate. It's up to us to listen. The reverberations of our genesis resonate all around us. Let's explore them together. Let's unravel the story of our planet, of our collective genesis. Let's voyage through time and space, viewing everything through the kaleidoscope of science and curiosity. Let's uncover the wonders of our universe. As we gaze upon the vast expanse of the cosmos, we find ourselves back at the beginning where our journey began. We've traversed through the Cosmic Ballet, witnessed the birth of oceans, and watched the dance of molecules. We've delved into the prelude to biology, the interstellar origins of organic molecules, and the emergence of life. We've explored the incredible saga of Genesis, the great oxygenation event, and the advent of water. Now, as we conclude this episode, we reflect on the profound journey we've embarked upon. A journey that has taken us across the vast stretches of time and space, from the fiery birth of stars to the delicate dance of molecules, from the emergence of water to the genesis of life. Every scene in this cosmic drama is a testament to the intricate and awe-inspiring nature of our universe. Each scene in our cosmic journey is but a single frame in the grand panorama of existence, and yet every frame holds a wealth of information, a myriad of stories waiting to be discovered and understood. As we look back on our journey, we are reminded of the immensity of our universe, the complexity of life, and the incredible saga of our genesis. We've come a long way, but our journey is far from over. In the upcoming episodes, we will delve into the microbial epoch, a time when life on Earth was dominated by microscopic organisms. We will explore how these tiny life forms shaped our planet and paved the way for the diversity of life we see today. Remember, every star in the night sky has a story to tell. Every rock on our planet holds a secret. Our universe is a treasure trove of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. So stay with us as we continue our cosmic journey, exploring the wonders of our universe and uncovering the story of our collective genesis.